Hi everyone, it's me again. Have you missed me? I've missed you. As per the usual crack, I've got a short summary ready to go so we don't get lost along the way. The focus today is going to be on benchmarking, and once again we'll be treading the most effective route of theory, practice, rinse and repeat. We'll start at the beginning because I'm not insane, and the beginning will feature a nice succinct explanation of what the H marketing is and what the flip we use it for. Then we'll veer into how to understand the market by identifying the properties that exist alongside you in your section of the marketplace, or competitors, in other words. Thirdly, we'll look at the different aspects of a property worth further investigation, so price, product, location, value proposition, and a few others. Finally, we'll pull into Practice Town where it will be up to you to make a comparative table of your competition. You excited? I'm excited. All right, let's go. So we'll begin at the beginning as promised, and that happens to be the answer to the question, what is benchmarking and what is it for? The textbook definition runs something like this. Benchmarking is the process of comparing your property to the competitors. To be able to establish one, you'll need to access not only your own data, but also that of your competitors. Simply put, benchmarking is a comparative analysis. Man, I love putting things simply. It's so much more suited to my brain power. One of the primary benefits of benchmarking is it allows you to more easily identify gaps in the market and opportunities for improving, especially in your pricing, which, as anyone paying attention in Chapter 1 will know well, is a bit of a minefield unless you know what you're doing. Luckily for you, you have me, and luckily for me, I've taken care of it and we'll get into it properly in Chapter 4. For now, benchmarking! So let's cross out number 1 and proceed to item number 2, which is how to understand the market you're in, potential competitors, and identifying properties in the same market segment as yourself. To identify your competitors, there are several methods, but I'm going to focus on the ones that don't involve you in a bush somewhere with binoculars and a notebook. You can, drum roll please, Google it, give it a goog as the kids are saying, searching the criteria that would be identical to your establishment, so same location, same services, same price, that kind of thing. You could also use the market research you must have done before opening. Now, far be it from me to retroactively assign you homework, but if you did this right, you should have a list of competitors already. Beyond those two, you could always just surf the socials looking at hashtags for tourism or local businesses in your area. Beware, mind. Competitors can materialize in an unpredictable variety of segments. For example, you might have competition in a hotel that's not even close to you. Okay, let's imagine there will be an American bluegrass fused with techno group. Let's say that's in England for only 2 days. They go from Birmingham to Newcastle and then they're gone, right? In this scenario, you're from Birmingham, by the way. What puts you in competition with the Geordies, you ask? Well, simply put, not all the audiences will be from the cities the band are playing in, you know? Some will travel, and they'll travel either to Newcastle or to Birmingham. Guess which you'd rather they get tickets to, and guess what might be a factor in their choice. I'll give you a clue. It begins with H and it rhymes with schmotel. So, as a little exercise, I want you to go back to the segments you created in the previous chapter, which you should be starting to see the value of now, okay? For each segment, I want you to go ahead and ID 2 competitors. And remember, your competitors, like you, can feature in different segments just as easily. All that said, put me on pause and get to work. I could use a break and you could use a means to crush your competition. Win-win. See you when you're done. You're done! Wow, well, like a good farmer, aren't you just outstanding in a field? Done with point 2 and on to point 3 we go. So now that we have our list of competitors, what are we going to look at specifically in order to figure out how to get the best out of them? When you are benchmarking, maybe the most important thing to ask is how customers would compare your hotel with others. I mean, you know, it's your business, but just to state it plain, the most crucial factors for consideration are price, rooms, level of service, location, distribution channels, and value proposition. Now, you see that last one? You know what that is? Well, neither did I until a little while ago, and it's worth dwelling on, so I'm going to do exactly that. The value proposition is the promise that you make in order to convince a guest to throw caution to the wind and to sleep the night in one of your rooms. It must, on a very basic level, answer the following questions that a guest asks simply by glancing at your property, whether they realize it or not. How does the hotel meet my needs and expectations? What services interest me? Why this hotel and not the one down the street, or the one in Newcastle for that matter? See, the idea is to create a value proposition on the basis of a persona. Remember those guys? So if we take, for an example, the renowned marble-tiled splendor of the Hotel de Clubs, we need to think about value propositions for our old friends, couple, family, and Mr. Big Shot Businessman. So firstly, for the couple, we might say something like, a few nights away, just the two of you, catch up on moments you've been missing with one another in a unique, affordable, and memorable setting, with a full breakfast. See, here we've addressed their expectations to have a romantic getaway and their concerns over budget. Boom! For the fam, we might say, hit the roads less traveled, safely. Make some family memories to last a lifetime. Relax, discover, unwind, all in beautiful surroundings in full compliance with the latest health regulations. If you fly back to the last chapter, Module 1, you'll see we've ticked a bunch of boxes for the family here with this value proposition. Okay, and then we go to Mr. Big Shot Businessman. He wants no nonsense and he wants it safely. Back to business. Zoom is out and Presential is in between you and whoever you've dealings with. We'll be there if you need us, but you won't notice a thing. Okay, I'm sure you can figure out yourself where this is going. Like my cardiologist keeps saying to me, it's time for some exercise. You're going to write out a value proposition for each of your personas. Okay? Pause, work, play. See you in a bit. Okay, that's 3 done. 4, here we go. This next bit is super practical. You're going to, wait for it, make a comparative table of your competitors. You should have your list at the ready if you've been doing the work. If you haven't, congratulations, you've just been to a steakhouse for lunch and eaten nothing but carrots and hummus. Seriously though, if you don't have it done, pause now and do it. It's important. Still here? Solid. All right, let's get down to it. So take your list and create a table where you fill up each segment according to what your competitors are offering. In order to fill it out, and this is the closest to bushes and binoculars I'm going to take you, I promise, switch to incognito mode and go to the websites of your competitors. Call them if you need. Use a different phone from that of your business. Find their prices on different OTAs, their descriptions. So guys, like a grizzly bear trying to catch some salmon, I want you all to use your pause. Pause. You know, like bear pause the video. It was a funny joke. You know what it was a funny joke. Now pause. Actual pause. Video pause. See you in a bit. You back? You're done? Good. Let's just put a line through point 4 and that will be all for today. You genuinely should take a chill. Go tell your friends and family that awesome pause joke I made. You can use that. And I'll see you in the next video. All right? Have a nice day. I love you. Bye.